Hello everyone, my name is Sagar and I hope you are doing well. In this video, we are going to use adaptive card. Okay, so first of all, let's understand the requirement. So what I'm going to do, let me open my notepad here. So I will open notepad. So I'm going to create a basic inquiry form. So what I will do, I will create a form using my adaptive card. There I will ask user to enter their, I can say name, and then I can say phone number. Okay, name, comma, phone number, and once the user will enter name and phone number, then I will say user to click on submit button, and once the user will click, then I want to display a message like, okay, hey, for example, whatever will be the name of your user will get in touch in your phone number, something like that. Okay, so for that I need to have an agent first. So I'm going to create a new topic. So I will go to my a topic here. Currently I don't have any topics created for this particular reason. So I can give a good name. So for example, basic inquiry form. Okay. And here I can provide few triggers. So I can say test adaptive. Okay. And I can say test basic form. Okay. And then I will simply click on this node button. And here I will use this task with adaptive card. Okay, so I'll wait for it to get loaded. As soon as this will get loaded, I can click here, and then it will launch something like this. You can simply click on adaptive edit adaptive card. So here you see you have two options, formula and JSON. So we are going to use JSON at this moment. We'll also go towards formula in our different video. So I can click on edit adaptive card. Okay, so now to create a form, you need to have few basic knowledge of adaptive card, and even if you doesn't have, I'm going to create a very basic form so you can learn the concept along with me. Okay, now the first thing is that in our form we need a text box, right? So I can drag this text box. Let me drag it again. I think it didn't work. Yeah, here you see this is my adaptive card, and now I have input text available here. Okay, now the first thing is that here I need to, if you see my notepad, here I need to ask name from my user. So I can simply go towards label and I can say please enter your name. Okay, here you see this is getting reflected. Okay, and now this, the next thing is this placeholder text. So here if you see we have this placeholder text. So what I'm going to do, I will simply say name here. Okay, I can say name. Now if you preview, your form looks like this. Okay, it will be like, please enter your name. Here you can enter your name. Okay, placeholder is this. Okay, now this all looks good. Now the next thing that we'll do is we can work in our what I can say, like if we have different options. For example, you could add a validation if this is a required field. Okay, let's say if user doesn't enter, so you want to display error message, you can say like name is mandatory, something like this, right? So let me complete this. Okay, and now it will simply ask the username. Now I also want user to enter the phone number. So for that I can use number, but I'm going to go with the simplest one. I will again add text as well. Okay, now here also the same thing. Okay, now one thing I forget here, as soon as you are adding any inputs here, make sure you are adding ID as well. So you can say name ID. Now let me go to my next text input. Here I will say phone number ID. Okay, now here I can again give a name. So I can say please enter your phone number, enter your cell number. Okay, now placeholder text. Here I can say phone number. Now again, let me preview. So now my form looks something like this, and you can see this is mandatory. Okay, and here you can play with this option. For example, you can change the your layout. You have a lot of options. Like you can change your style. Okay, like maximum length, blah blah. There are a lot of things that you can try out. Okay, but we are going to create a simple basic one. Okay, now let's say if I also want to add image here, so for that I can use this image and I can simply drag it here. Here the only thing is that, let me go above, you can put an ID here. I can say image ID. Okay, now the next thing is that I need to add an image URL here. Okay, so for now let me try to search Copilot Studio logo, and let me go to this website here. Do we have an image? Okay, it doesn't look. So let me grab Microsoft logo. Okay, this looks good. Okay, so I can copy this particular logo. I can say copy image link, and then I will go to my what do we call, adaptive card designer here, and I can simply paste this URL. As soon as I will do this, now this logo will appear here. Okay, again, like this logo have a lot of issues. For example, if you see the size, you can adjust the size, so it is taking automatic. So I can, let me try to make it smaller. It's too small, maybe large. Okay, and then here what I can do, okay, I can make it towards center. So for that I can go to this horizontal alignment and I can shift this towards center. Okay, now my form looks like something like this, but still we don't have a submit button. Now I'm going to add a submit button. Now for that, you will not see your submit button directly here. Okay, so for that you will need to use this input, not this one. You will need to use action set here, so you can drag this action set here. Okay, now as soon as you drag your action set here, the first thing is that you need to make sure you are giving a ID. So I can say this as action set ID. Okay, now still I don't have any button here. Okay, but I can add an action. Now when you click on this add an action, you get all these options. For example, you want to submit, you want to navigate to a URL, you want to execute something, you want to show cards. There are a lot of options. So for now, as my requirement is to simply create a beautiful button, so I can click on this action submit here. Okay, now the first thing is that you see the label is not good, so I can change label. I can say this as submit. Okay, submit is here. Now again, if you see, this is not at the middle, so for that I will need to, now first thing, let me give here ID as well. It's submit ID. Okay, all right, now the next thing that I will do is I can, just a second here, yeah, now here if you see, I can choose this positive and destructive options. For example, if I'll click here, I will get a blue, something like this. If in case I want to make it destructive, it will show us a red. Okay, but now for now I will go with this positive one. All right, now the next thing is that I want to, if you see preview, okay, you see the button is coming here. Now I'm going to move this button, and this button is actually part of action set, so that's why I will go to action set, and here I will choose my this horizontal alignment towards center, so it will come into center. Now if I will preview this, now my form looks like this. This is much better. Okay, Again, you have a lot of option here like narrow, width, blah blah. So depending upon whatever you want, you can set it easily here. Okay, now I will simply click on save. And here if you see this card payload editor will capture everything that you did. So for example, if you remember at the first go we added input text. Okay, here we provided label, we provided a nice placeholder. Then I make this particular field as mandatory, and I also added a error message. Then I provided a ID. Then I again added one more text, input text, and I gave it a label, placeholder, then phone number here. Okay, this is phone number and this is ID. Then I added this image. Okay, now you can see type of image, your image ID, then URL. Okay, so this image is being rendered through this particular URL. I make it, large size. Initially it was very wide, right? Then I moved its alignment towards the center. Similarly, then I added my action set and I give a nice name to my action set. That is action set ID. You see, when you click here, you see action set ID. Then inside that we have option of multiple actions. So I go with the submit one. Okay, so that's why I'm getting here type as action submit. Then I give a beautiful title named as submit here. You see this one. Okay, then I also give an ID here, that is submit ID. And style, so basically I want a blue color, something like that right here. So I choose this style as positive. Destructive was showing red one. Okay, and default is no color here. And then here you can see the horizontal alignment. So I want to move this button towards center. So for that I change my action set alignment towards center. Okay, now finally it is ready and I should be good to use it. I can simply save this and let me close it out. And I'm going to close this. Okay, now you see here in output I'm getting everything. Okay, so for now I will simply save it. Okay, so it will take a second. Now once it will be saved, you can see our this adaptive card will not give us any output because we haven't provided any output. So let me test it, then you will understand what I'm trying to say here. So for example, I will say test basic form. Okay, and then it will show me something like this. Here I can enter my name, my number, phone number. I can click on submit button. Now you might see here this Copilot is giving us some general answer. Okay, but what I want, if you see my notepad here, I created this name, phone number, submit button, but at the end I want to say that user like, hey, user, that we will get in touch in your phone number in next 1 day or in next 48 hours, something like that. So for that, what I will do, let me click on edit topic. Okay, here I will add a node. I will use send a message, and here I can say hi. Here I will need to enter the username, like sorry, I want to display the username, so I can say hey user, thanks for filling the form, we will get in touch in next 48 hours in your cell number. Here I will display cell number and I can say thanks. And here I can simply display phone number. So I can say phone number ID here. Let me save it out and let me test it again. Okay, I can say test basic form. So I can say test basic form. Okay, here I will enter my name. I can say Sagar, and I will say phone number is 123. Hey, let me correct my spelling here. I will submit. You see here, hi Sagar, thanks for filling the form. We'll get in touch in next 48 hours in your cell number 123. So this is the real power of adaptive card. You can design, possibly whatever you want using a low code, no code solution. And this is very powerful. You see, like, typically it take me, around 10 minutes. If I would have, like done it multiple times, so it will hardly take, 4 to 5 minutes. And this, a complete form will get created within few seconds. So let me reiterate what we did in our this video. We, use the adaptive card. We want to, okay, now here I want to show you one more thing. So for example, let me remove this, okay, and let me submit this here. So you see this name is mandatory. So this is coming typically from, one second, let me click on edit topic here. So this is coming from here, right? In our adaptive card, if I click here, if I click on edit adaptive card, here I make it this one as mandatory. I say name is mandatory. So that's why if in case I will try to submit this without entering the name, okay, so I will get this, error messages. So again, I will say extremely, very, very powerful. So thanks for watching this video.